Ilia Topuria has broken his silence after providing a new update on his recovery and recent surgery. While fans were already worried after the damage he absorbed against Justin Gaethje at the UFC White House event, the latest developments have highlighted just how demanding the recovery process may be. As more information emerges, the true extent of the challenges facing Topuria on his road back to competition is becoming increasingly clear.
He might never be the same fighter. He's undefeated. He got beaten badly. He pushed Justin Gaethje. He let his emotions get in the way a little bit. However, when you lose a fight like that, you know, you've been beaten. Like Prince Nazim Hamed. I mean, he was destroying everyone and he lost one fight. And he was never the same again, right?
Yeah.
Now you know you can be beaten. There's that doubt in there. Who knows? Maybe he comes back and he's a better version of himself. Yeah. But we don't know until that happens.
Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheek.
Exactly. I think that he's gonna.
Do you think Patty's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow. Really easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a crazy thing to...
Based on recent discussions about Topuria's condition, he could face an extended period away from competition as he recovers from injuries suffered in one of the most demanding fights of his career. Although there is still uncertainty regarding his return timeline, many fans are focused on more than just the recovery process. The larger concern is how the outcome of the fight dramatically altered what was expected to be a defining chapter in his career.
That Justin Gaethje can't win. Like, anybody can lose in an MMA fight. People get hit. Like in Ilia Topuria, one of his early fights, Herbert caught him with a head kick in the first round. Dustin is always just trying to... This is a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy for anybody. He's always moving forward, trying to smash you. He leg kicks you from inside the clinch. People forgetting. Gaethje's a warhammer, dude. That guy loves battles. It's not like this tactical... take a chance here, take a chance there. No, everything's take a chance. It's like from the very beginning of the fight. Way he fought, you're like, good Lord.
Heading into the event, expectations surrounding Topuria were incredibly high. Many viewed the occasion as an opportunity for him to further strengthen his status as one of the sport's biggest stars. With the UFC White House card providing a massive platform, much of the attention was focused on him. And there was a widespread belief that another major victory could elevate his profile to an even greater level within combat sports.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
I mean, it was fight of the night, but, you know, fight of the year, fight of the whatever. It's one of the greatest fights you'll ever see. It was incredible. And especially when you got a guy, I don't know where it ended up, but 6, 7, 8 to 1 underdog and then comes in and does what he did tonight. And then Ilia, I mean, the body shots that Ilia hit Gaethje with in that round. And then Gaethje gets through it. Gaethje's about to get into, you know, an arm bar. He almost got into a triangle. I mean, you saw everything in that fight.
Justin Gaethje, the biggest underdog on the card. Ilia Topuria, the new sensation, the new superstar of the sport, just got pieced up, demolished, and stopped by the doctor at the end of round 4. Justin Gaethje, the highlight, gets it done at the White House, does the backflip off the octagon. Oh my.
One of the key aspects of this fight is that the outcome wasn't determined by a single strike. Instead, the damage built up gradually throughout the contest. As the rounds went on, Gaethje consistently forced Topuria into difficult exchanges, disrupted his timing, and maintained the kind of relentless pressure that has defined his career. By the championship rounds, the effects were becoming increasingly noticeable. Swelling around Topuria's eye drew significant attention, and the images and reports that surfaced after the event only intensified concerns about the punishment he had absorbed.
walking forward with their hands down on the opening bell, you're going to get walloped.
People saying that he reminds us of you and all that stuff.
No way, does he? He has the same tattoos. He says the same stuff.
Right in front of
Shit.
right in front of you. Do something about it.
He does the same fucking movements.
Have they understood it? You have.
He was going to scream on the thing. I wish him well. He's all right. I like him. Mate.
Gaethje. Well in, lad. Undisputed champion. You deserve it after your career. But now I want that rematch. I am going to finish BSD and I want that rematch with Justin Gaethje for the undisputed title. I told you, didn't I? It was fate. Justin Gaethje, man, that's off to you. You deserve it for the fucking heavy career you've had. You absolutely deserve it, lad. Everyone gave me shit for getting beat by him. What now? What now, lad? Thought he was finished. Thought he was 38. Thought he was over the hill. And then he just beat you. Greatest fighter of all time, Ilia Topuria. You fucking gang of gobshite. I went 5 with him. I took every fucking shot that he threw at me and kept walking forward. This little bitch has just quit after 4 rounds. That's what this little bitch has just done. Look at him, sat on his stool. I kept fucking walking forward at Gaethje for 5 rounds and didn't have an ounce of quit.
Although there has been widespread speculation regarding the exact nature of Topuria's injuries and the medical procedures involved, most observers agree on one thing. The damage was significant enough to require an extended recovery. That is why the latest updates have attracted so much attention. Fans are not only concerned about the injuries themselves, but also about their long-term impact. Questions surrounding his return date, lost training time, and the state of the lightweight division when he eventually comes back remain unanswered. Since Gaethje's victory reshaped the title picture, the landscape now looks very different than it did before the fight. At the same time, reactions across the MMA community have been mixed. While some have focused on Topuria's setback, others have used the loss to criticize or diminish his accomplishments, despite the success he achieved before that night.
This night in the history of MMA, by far.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's ever going to top this until something does.
I don't think anything's ever going to top this, man. This was...
And when we think about Ilia Topuria, who was ubiquitously regarded with Islam Makhachev as 1 or 1A in terms of the pound-for-pound kings, going to be fascinating to watch this mixed martial arts athlete rebuild, because that was a destructive loss for him and his legacy.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of damage he took, because we could be looking at broken orbital bones.
Orbital looks, the way he swole up.
Yeah.
I'm no doctor. Right. I know we like to play doctor at times. We sometimes be saying diagnosis, but his eye, the way it was so black and blue and closed.
Ilia loses to Justin. What did you think of the fight?
When I saw that, I couldn't believe, to be honest. And yeah, I was happy.
So what did you think about how it actually played out?
He felt so confident that, like, I'm going there and knock him out. He didn't even use his jab. He was just wanting to throw his right hand and knock him out right away. But like Justin, he's a dog, you know, and like he has a good chin. Justin did a good job.
It seemed like the doctor was calling it off, but then they let it go. What did you think of that?
They should stop him on the 3rd round because his eye was closed and he couldn't see. He wanted to fight, but like his brother said, no, that's enough.
Do you feel like he quit?
I mean, of course he did.
Many fighters have rejected the idea that Topuria's loss should diminish his accomplishments. They understand better than most how difficult it is to share the cage with Gaethje and the lasting physical and mental toll that comes from fights of that intensity. As a result, numerous veterans have continued to show respect for Topuria despite the setback. The focus has now shifted to what comes next. Some fans want an immediate rematch once he has fully recovered, while others believe both fighters should pursue different paths before revisiting the matchup in the future. There's also a belief that this defeat could ultimately become a defining moment in Topuria's career, as many of MMA's greatest comeback stories began after major setbacks. More than the surgery itself, the discussion centers on what this period represents. For the first time in years, Topuria is no longer being viewed as an unstoppable force, but as a fighter confronting adversity, recovery, and uncertainty. Whenever he does return, the spotlight will be bigger than ever, and the entire MMA world will be paying close attention.